This conference will now be recorded.
All right, as always, everything that we're going to be talking about today is for educational purposes only, and nothing is intended as any type of investment advice. So, BNGO, oh man, the amount of buying that is in this thing, underneath 7, at 7, 5, 550, 6, it's absolutely unbelievable. And we can see it's really just sitting in this building phase as of this moment. So the thing is just make sure you have an order ready. There's not much that I need to tell anybody about this stock. I mean, have an order ready and sitting there, because when this thing is ready to go, it's going to go. But we're going to see something somewhere up here in that 5 million range of volume. So, a million shares, I know this sounds crazy, but a million shares is absolutely nothing. It's not enough to push it. So when we really do see this thing make its move, it's going to be somewhere, right around here, 4.65 in that area. So like I said, just make sure you have an order ready. Now, NCTY, I still do like this stock. A lot of, what we're going to be talking about right now is kind of setups rather than actually moving. Obviously, it's a little bit slow out there, but NCTY has absolutely phenomenal buying that came in up here at that 8 level. It had enough at 750 to show us that the stock should have went way higher than that 8. So it's another situation where really what we're going to do is just look for some short-term buying to come in, and then obviously have an order ready for a trigger to come up and bring us back to at least that double top up there around that 8. Again, it's going to have to be somewhere in, give or take, about 650. I mean, 5 could kind of get there, but really you want to have somewhere around 600,000 on that trigger to show us that we have the ability to really get back there. So again, just really nice setup. Now, TIGR, I know you guys were talking about this before. This is another one that I really do like as well. So we have really nice prints that came in at 850. If it lets me go back, it will not. So we have prints at the 850, but what I really liked, if you look at its print personality, it's pretty thin. I mean, you're talking about maybe 3, give or take, right in that area. So when I see these prints right here, 858 to 862, really shows us that somebody's in here waiting for this thing to explode again. So it's almost the same situation. Absolutely no volume being traded. We're in a big volume valley. And overall, we just have to have an order set up. So really, it's not going to be an easy one, but you have to have your order set up for NCTY, for TIGR, and BNGO. Now, the only other thing that I really care too much about is this JAGX, JAGX. The only problem I see here is I don't really believe it has enough room based on, so 75 cents, you're talking about 76 cents is the high that it's ever moved before. We do have beautiful buying that came in 850. I mean, you're talking about just huge amounts of volume that came in around there. It's just, unfortunately, I don't see a ton. It has to be a sideless stock for this reason, is I don't see a ton of room really left for it to be able to continue on its range. Now, 76 cents, could we get $1? So another 24 cents from the top of that 63 point. Yeah, I mean, it sure is possible, but again, it's not one. It's one of those stocks that's going to take so much to really move it, and it just does not have that much. So I'm going to keep an eye on it, but like I said, definitely on the side list. So we have a bunch of stuff to be looking at. Most of them we're going to see that volume come in of nowhere if it comes in at all, and then obviously the rest of the stocks that we've been watching every day. But these are more of the newer ones that have beautiful prints in them. It's just a matter of getting that trading to happen. All right, let's get ready. I'm very happy I finished the meeting before we got a giant trigger coming into BNGO. So let's get ready for that. Did I give Auntie a kiss of death underneath the print line? Yeah, no, absolutely. Once we broke past that building spot, don't get me wrong, is there enough buying in here to get higher? There absolutely is. But once it broke past where it was building today, I don't have much interest at all, especially considering the fact that the volume literally has stopped trading completely. So, yes, sir. So let's get ready for our afternoon. We'll talk to everyone in the chat, and happy trading.